We're looking at two Finnish political mini-scandals, or honestly, one mega-scandal and one sleepy footnote, that show how media outrage doesn't always match what actually happened. On one side, Sanna Marin's 2021 Breakfastgate. On the other, Petteri Orpo's government dropping nearly €500,000 on brand new BMWs in 2025. Same country, similar context. Wildly different media reactions. Let's break this down. Sanna Marin's Breakfastgate, when €2,700 became a national crisis. Alright, flash back to 2021. Sanna Marin, only 36 at the time, Finland's youngest prime minister ever, is quietly minding her business, running a whole country in the middle of a pandemic, when boom, tabloid Iltalehti drops a headline about her breakfast expenses. What was the scandal? Marin had been getting about €850 a month from public funds for breakfast at her official residence. That's it. That's the story. Total amount in question: about €2,700 for the whole year. Now you'd think this is the kind of thing that gets a "Tut tut, don't do that again," and everyone moves on. Nope. Finland said start the sirens. The media frenzy that followed was honestly next level. Headlines everywhere: Il, Helsingin Sanomat, Iltalehti, all blasting non-stop coverage. A criminal investigation. A tax investigation. International outlets, Politico, The Guardian, DW, all jumping on it. Social media memes, outrage, calls for resignation. It was branded Breakfastgate, like it was Watergate but with croissants. The tone was moral panic. Words like uproar, illegal, hot water, entitled. People acted like she had bought a golden palace, but it was toast. It was literally breakfast. She paid the money back instantly. The Chancellor of Justice later cleared her of wrongdoing. But the damage? Done. Her image took a hit. It fueled political attacks for years, and it absolutely played a role in the 2023 election where she lost power. A lot of analysts later pointed out something important. A young, progressive, female leader gets judged by completely different standards. A dancing video becomes a scandal. A breakfast becomes an ethics crisis. A blazer becomes a debate about professionalism. Meanwhile, Petteri Orpo's BMW purchase, a €448,000. Nothing to see here. Moment. Fast forward to November 2025, literally yesterday. News breaks that Prime Minister Petteri Orpo's government has purchased 7 brand new BMW 530e xDrive plug-in hybrids. Price tag? €448,000. That's nearly €500,000. These cars are for ministers, official trips, and government use. They're nice. Very nice. 299 horsepower, hybrid engines, electric range of 93 kilometers, barely 2,000 to 9,000 kilometers on them. The rest of the government fleet? 24 BMWs, plus a bunch of Audis, Mercs, Volkswagens, all maintained with over €112,000 in upkeep earlier this year. Some old cars were sold off for around €120,000. So how did the media respond this time? Basically, the government bought cars. Period. No frenzy. No angry headlines. No investigations. No police. No global coverage. On social media? A few sarcastic posts, mostly from left-leaning Finns. Oh look, money magically appears for BMWs while they cut welfare. Orpo and Purra can't possibly sit in old cars. But overall? Crickets. International media hasn't touched it. No. BMW Gate. No drama. No moral judgment. Just a low-key, borderline boring news report. Why the reactions are so different, the media double standard. So here's the fun part. The inconsistencies are wild when you put these stories side by side. Reason number 1. The scale is completely upside down. Sanna Marin, €2,700. Orpo's fleet, €448,000, plus €112,000 in maintenance. One is breakfast. The other is basically a luxury car dealership invoice. But only one was treated like the end of Finnish democracy. Reason number 2. Tone and intensity. Marin. Tabloid frenzy. Outrage. Personal moral judgment. Worldwide headlines. Orpo. Calm reporting. Zero moral framing. No optics debate. No investigations. Reason number 3. Gender and image bias. This is where many experts say the quiet part out loud. Sanna Marin was young, female, progressive, and global media famous. That combo draws lifestyle policing. Her dancing video became international news. Her blazer became a professionalism debate. Her cleaning habits were reported on like personality flaws. Meanwhile, Petteri Orpo, older, male, conservative, serious statesman, gets the benefit of the doubt. This is a known pattern worldwide. Conservative men get policy scrutiny. Progressive women get personal scrutiny. Reason number 4. Story vibes. A politician buying breakfast sounds improper. Even if it's tiny money. A government buying cars sounds normal. Even if it costs 150 times more. So one feels like a scandal and gets treated like one. The other feels like a routine purchase and gets treated like that. That's how media narratives work. They're not neutral. They choose what becomes a moral drama and what becomes a footnote. These two cases show that political scandals aren't just about the facts. They're shaped by age, gender, vibes, timing, and the media's appetite for drama. Sanna Marin got hammered for a tiny expense because she fit a narrative. Young woman, glamorous, modern, too fun, too normal, too relatable. Orpo's government spends nearly $500,000 on BMWs during austerity. And it's treated like a weather report. Will the BMW story grow? Maybe, if social media picks it up. Maybe if the opposition wants to push it. But right now, we're looking at a huge difference in scrutiny for two very different leaders. And honestly, it says more about the media than about either of them.